Hey guys, so I have a couple of scriptures for you. One, just a review from last week, was in Psalm 139:14, and it says, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, I know that full well. So I was just thinking about that again this week, and it made me think of all the things that God created. So if we go back to Genesis, to creation, Genesis, the first chapter. Ooh, the paper almost flew away. Um, Day one, he created day and night. Day two, he created the sky, sometimes called the firmament. It's the dome that separates the waters above from the waters below. Day three, the land, the seas, and the plants. Day four, the sun and the moon. And day five, the creatures of the sea and the birds of the air. Now, after each one of those days, it says God saw all the things he created and it was good. Then at the end of the sixth day, he created all the creatures on the land, including man and woman. And when he looked at everything that he made after that day, which probably included the days before also, he said it was very good. I think he was very proud of his creation. And it made me think of maybe some things that you have created, or I have created. Have you ever made like a model airplane and you're so proud of it? Or maybe not a model airplane, but a model of anything. Or anything handcrafted. Maybe it's a painting that you did at school, or maybe it's a fort you built, or a sand castle, or something. There's a game, a video game. It's called Minecraft. I can't say I've ever played it, but I do know that you can build anything you want. You can be totally creative. Now, I think that's kind of what God did. He kind of had a Minecraft thing with unlimited whatever. We need supplies. We have to go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure we have a Hobby Lobby around here, but I've never been there. And, you get all the materials, so God did not have a lot of materials. He just spoke things into existence. But it got me to thinking about all the things God created. And we obviously are one of his highlights. I wonder if he still thinks that. I think so. So I'm going to show you some pictures. And I'm not real good. I wish I could pull up some pictures that are on the video, but I had to print some pictures and show them to you. This is one thing that God created. Well, God created everything, but this is an odd thing. It is called a corpse plant. In case you didn't hear me. Some people have told me you can't hear me very well on these, but this is a corpse plant. And when it blooms, it smells like rotting meat. Now, what could possibly be the purpose of this creation? That it would smell like rotting meat. I don't think we want it in our garden. So it's in someone's garden though, because I don't know where this is, but there's a window behind and lights. I don't know who would want a smelly plant in their garden, but it attracts flies and beetles, and that's how it gets its pollen out there to grow new plants. So this is an odd creation, but God created it. This is an odd creation also. Shoot, I was going to write down what it was called and I forgot. This is an amphibian that is found in Mexico, near Mexico City. It's called, I looked it up, it's an AXOTLI, something like that. Maybe I'll have to, there's a place sometimes that you can put something down below. I'll try to figure that out if I can figure that out. But this is a real animal. It's an amphibian, and it's extinct, of course. But isn't it odd looking? And it's not like ancient. It's alive today. Of course, I think it's extinct. Did I already say that? I think it's becoming extinct. That's a funny looking animal. I think that God had total sense of humor when he created some things, this being one of them. Then we have this one. It's a sunfish. Well, it doesn't really look like the sun, and I didn't read about this one too much because I've seen pictures of this before. But doesn't it look odd? It doesn't even look like it has fins, hardly. Just a little teeny thing right here. I don't even know. It kind of looks like it's rubbery or kind of hard or leathery. But this is the sunfish. Maybe you'd want to read about the sunfish and find out more about it. Kind of odd looking. This one is hysterical. This is the red-lipped batfish. Is that so funny? It mostly hangs out on the ocean floor. It's kind of got these, kind of looks like legs. But it's the red-lipped batfish. You know, and just when I see some of God's creation, I think, oh my goodness, so strange. They're kind of strange too. Have you ever thought, like, how did God think of making us a head with two little holes in them, and two little holes here, and a big hole here, and a tongue? Isn't that weird? What are these things on the side of our heads? I wonder if there's someone in another planet, aliens. I'm not sure. I don't really believe in aliens, but who am I? Are they looking at us and thinking, what was God thinking when he created that? But you know what? God was very proud of his creation. He thought it was very good. So that kind of follows last week's too, if you watched last week's. But, you know, for us to be his most precious creation, the Bible also tells us so that he's not really done with us yet. He wants to continue crafting us in his image. We are already in his image. I don't think it means that we look like him, because everybody doesn't look the same, right? Everybody has different colored skin, different color hair, different types of hair. Some are tall, some are short, some are heavy, some are skinny. You know, God didn't make us out of cookie cutters. We're all different. But with us all being different, we are still made in God's image. God never has to run back to the store if he's making, when he was making us, for more glue sticks. He is God. And when he made the world, he made something from nothing. This is kind of where I was going before, but I couldn't find it. He spoke, and there was light. He spoke, and there was land. He spoke, and there were sharks, or sunfish, or corpse flowers, or the red-lipped batfish. He spoke all of those things, and they just were in existence. He spoke, and there was land. How amazingly cool is that? When God crafts a person, when he crafted you and me, he did not set us on a shelf and move on. God is still working on us. He wants to whittle away every part of us that is sinful and make us over in Christ's image. He wants us to be like Jesus, so when we can be a witness to others. God is still crafting us and will continue crafting us. We are his masterpieces, and he has plans for us. If we allow God to continue his work in us, we will grow closer to him every day. We will experience his awesome love, and we will participate in sharing that love with the world. You are God's favorite creation. You are no accident. You were crafted by God, and he loves you more than anything. So this is what I was thinking, is I'm kind of older than you. I'm getting up there. I'm not old yet, necessarily. But God still is changing me and crafting me into a person that is more sensitive to others and learning new things every day about the world and how we treat people. And I just want to encourage you to know that God is still crafting you. You are not finished yet. You will always be growing, even when you're older, like me, or someone older than me. There's a lot of people older than me, too. So here's some questions for you. How do we know we are crafted by God? Well, the Bible does tell us that we are crafted by God. But how do you know that you are crafted by God? How does it feel knowing that God made you? Not everybody believes that God made them, actually. But it sure does help to know that God made us. Why is it important that we know that God made us? It is important, but why? Maybe you can find some more passages in the Bible that talk about us being special or us being crafted in his image, or that he made us. Can you find any other scriptures? Maybe look in this week in the Bible and see if you can find some more scriptures, because obviously there's a lot. I've just found 3 myself. What would you say to someone who says we are here by accident? That's an interesting one. We are wonderfully made, amazingly made, and we are a creation that God said is very good. we need to remember that. And it includes everybody, not just the United States, the whole world, and not just people that look like you, but people that don't look like you also, right? So I encourage you, find some weird things that have been created by God. That was kind of fun to do. And just think about yourself and how you were created and what is God's plan for you and how is he changing you. Okay? Well, we'll talk next week.